feathers. I love the green, give me blue cheese on top of the lettuce. Yeah, I got the wheeze, run me a steam, I know you can't hit it. Got a bitch that's a beamer, don't get in this lane, it's gon' cost you to hit it. I got a fetish, she broke out her chin, she love how I bit it.
And turn it to loosen the tension. But before we do that, we want to take a close look,
The tension
observation
right there.
Yeah, the way this belt is routed, so we know the correct way to put it back on after we take it off. Okay, so it goes around the alternator right here, alternator pulley, down over the tensioner, under the crank pulley, above the water pump pulley, around the air conditioning, and then the idler on top. Okay. Sometimes there's a diagram for these cars written on the belt routing, but not in this case. Yes. I'm gonna ask her if she got any bottles of water for you.
Appreciate it. Me and my guy Armic right now, we're about to drain the oil out of this 2015 VW Passat Volkswagen. If you guys don't know what VW is, so we're just gonna we're gonna drain this, get this drain plug going in just a sec. So here we go. We got the oil pan right here. Say what up to the vlog.
Hey, how y'all doing there?
This is gonna shoot, right?
And then as it starts to slow, it's gonna come back towards the front of the car.
There you go. He's running now.
Yes, sir. And then you see it starts creeping closer to the car, so we move the pan a little bit to avoid spillage.
How long you been working on cars?
Well, I've been working on cars full-time since 2017 and on and off since 2009.
Okay. So you've been a car guy for a while?
Quite a while.
Okay, cool. So guys, check it out. So what I'm doing, guys, right now is I'm shadowing Mr. Armic. He took the time out of his day to tell me to come through and basically learn about cars, and just I really appreciate that. You know, that shit go a long way, and that's the new family. So that's all it is really about, man. And create a village, man. So that way we all learn something, and knowledge is power, man. So one hand washes the other.
Absolutely.
So this oil is just about done.
And while it's finishing, I will go put on the filter.
Let's do that. So guys, this is the old oil filter. You can see the wear. This is the brand new one. We don't want to put our fingers on it to dirty it, but that's what it looked like.
This is the O-ring.
You always got to change the O-ring, no matter what you do. Anytime you guys change your oil filter, you have to change the O-ring.
So I'm gonna show you how to get this off. You wanna come and get this little pick tool right here. And just like that, you change that O-ring. Put this new one on, right there. Make sure it's correctly in that groove. Put the new filter in. This is cartridge filter.
Say that again?
Cartridge filter.
Just the flow of life and change existed. While I and I resist to conform, still I sing a perfect song.
Making sure it goes down nice and even. By hand, then we can tighten it with ratchet.
Just another chaos to awaken us. We have to make over the run. It's a must. I can't believe in guns and takers. We need a change, and it is up to us. Big up the Rasta man, no labor for this.
What is this, 4-cylinder engine or a 6? 4, right?
Now, now we're gonna move this oil. It's a transmission fluid. It's not manual.
So this one is the pneumatic what?
Pneumatic and manual.
The pneumatic and manual. And you just pump this and then it'll suck the oil out from the dipstick into this thing.
Yep.
And yeah, pretty much I have way too much oil in here. It was going past the dipstick onto the metal wire line, which this is my dipstick. It went past the red and went onto the wired line. So that was way too much. It stopped where? Like right around here?
Yeah. About right here.
Damn. Well, you see where his thumb was? So that was way too much oil. And yeah, we're gonna get Panda right, man.
When was the last time you had an oil change?
Man, we don't know because we purchased this car and they said that they did the full service. They got it fully serviced before they sold the car. And it's been driving pretty good, pretty decent. But again, way too much oil. Also gotta probably redo the brakes too. Yeah.
That drain down. Let's check level.
Now we're about to check the level, y'all.
Right. See where it's stopping, like right around that arrow?
Mm-hmm.
You can see it, right?
Yeah, I can see it.
Cool.
Yeah.
Great.
So,
Sorry about that.
really good car content. Hey guys, so we got Panda. This is the car's name is Panda. So we got Panda up in the air, and I'm about to go up under the pussy, see what's wrong with her. So guys, if you look right here, it looked like we have an oil leak coming from the oil pan. See, right there, that bolt. It's dripping. So, man, it looks all gunky. Do you guys think I should straight pipe this thing or what? Let me know in the comments below. Holy shit, that's a lot of oil though. So I found out that we have a lot of oil in the thing because every time I go past 60 miles per hour, the car beeps at me and it says high oil. So, or oil high or something like that, or high oil. So if you guys know any Mercedes ML 320 1998 owners out there, let me know what you guys done to correct that. And yeah, but I'm here with my guy right now. We're about to suck the oil out the where was it? This what's this piece? The dipstick area. We're gonna suck some out. Everybody say what's up to Armic.
Hey, how's it going, everyone?
Guys, come down to what's this, Hyde Park?
Yep.
Hyde Park and
2132 Hyde Park.
3132?
2132.
2132 Hyde Park. And come holler at my man Armic, man. He does an excellent job. And yeah, man, he really takes care of cars like it's his own. So with that being said, I trust him 100%. He's like family to me. So you guys come down, let him know that Fresh Life Blue sent you, and he'll get you right on a decent price. That's the discount. If you guys say Fresh Life Blue sent you, he'll hook you up. You know what I'm saying? Discounted.
To left right, and you have an assistant pump on the brake pedal while you have the brake caliper bleeding screw open. with the tube on it leading into a bottle of, you know, the old brake fluid, and you have them keep pumping until the fluid coming out of that caliper going through the tube.
So you're putting new brake fluid in there, and while you're feeding that, you're also putting the line into each brake caliper
one at a time. Yeah, and have the system inside of the car pumping the brake pedal so that the fluid is coming out of the brake caliper and into the bottle. And you continue doing that until the fluid coming out at each wheel is clear as the new fluid that you're putting in to the brake master cylinder.
Okay. And would it only take like one whole bottle of brake fluid, or would it take like maybe 2 or 3?
Maybe 2.
Maybe 2?
Yeah.
Okay. And then talk to me about this thing right here.
That's the let's see, that's the coolant reservoir. Okay, that's where you put your coolant or antifreeze mix in there, and you would take this cap off not when it's hot, because you don't want it to spray everywhere and burn you. But you would pour it, take this cap off, and fill it up with coolant. And the coolant is gonna, you know, come out through here, go into your radiator, circulate through your engine, and so forth, and eventually make its way, I guess.
What's this thing right here?
This is a vacuum pump, which you have actually on these type of Mercedes.
So this whole thing is that vacuum pump, this whole thing?
Right, it's a vacuum pump, and it helps with, you know, engine performance and emissions.
So can I replace this for a turbo?
You know, I'm not 100% sure about that. I would have to look into that. I don't know offhand.
I would like to put a turbo on this car.
I don't know. Yeah, that I don't know how that works as far as adding turbos. You know, if I don't know how to do modifications, only repairs. But that's something you want to talk to a modifications guy about.
Or performance guy.
Yeah, absolutely.
Right.
Got a fan clutch right here.
Is that good?
Yeah, it just takes a special tool to take this off.
And you don't got that special tool, huh?
It just arrived yesterday.
Oh, nice.
Don't over tighten it, but just enough. So that's good enough to where it's flush. You feel it? I want you to go ahead and feel how tight it is so you get the feel. But don't go tighter than that. That's actually tight you want, because you can strip the pan.
Yeah.
And then you're gonna need a new pan or some kind of thing like that, or repairing the hole. So you do that. You get the filter. You need a new one. There's one inside the car. I'll bring it.
Say what up to the vlog, man.
What's on the vlog?
Yeah,
Getting this car work in, man.
Thanks. But guys, he did some repairs to the exhaust, but that's it. Yeah, I'll take nothing but an angle grinder to clean it up.
It'll be ready soon. That's crazy. And I charged you yesterday. You're probably having to use it up.
Yeah.
Tell the people what you doing to the rubber seal on the new filter.
Lubricating the rubber seal on a new oil filter with some oil. So that way it'll make a good seal and it won't get stuck or anything like that. And we'll slide under and put it on. Every oil filter is in a different location depending on the car. And in fact, before I put it on, I'm gonna take the rag and we'll wipe off where the oil filter goes so it has an even mounting surface. Okay? So that way it'll go on evenly. You know what's hey Curtis, you know what's funny? The oil filter for this car and that Honda out there is the same one for that 2018 Kia my lady got.
Is that right?
But, yeah.
4459?
Huh?
4459?
Yeah, I think so. Something like that. Yeah, I think that is the number. Purelator.
Yep.
So put it on nice and tight. Right? hand. There we go. Nice and tight all the way. All right, I'm gonna wipe off the oil that spilled onto the exhaust pipe. So we don't get much, god damn it, smoke. Okay. Now what I'm gonna do is drain the coolant. And up front down here on the bottom of the radiator, there's a little plug. Turn that thing counterclockwise. It's good. It'll come out. I'm about to get up anyway. See that?
She get wet. She's squirting.
Oh boy.
Shit. Oh shit. Oh shit. As soon as you start playing with her keys, she started squirting everywhere. He did that. That's his car, you know what I'm saying? Look at that. Look at that. She like she like you long time, huh? She like you long time.
That shit got drained on. Drained on.
How many of them did you knock out like that, bro? How many of them have you knocked out like that, bro?
Oh man, you can't kiss until you got like this like they do on the Raspberry.
Okay.
Oil changes and cooling changes.
And I'm trying to get more Beamers and Benz over there so you won't even have to lift it up. You'll be using a suction machine out of the dipstick, a filter wrench tool to take the filter out from top carefully and put the filter in up top and just add oil up top, everything up top. And I would need you to go and check into the rims with a flashlight. You can't really see that well in this one.
Check the brake.
Yeah, you can see the pads is low sometimes with a flashlight. Even in this one, look in there. I'll show you how to start doing that.
And then I want to learn how to
And then write that on the
transmission
list.
fluids. Transmission fluid changes, stuff like that.
Good. I haven't gotten
So
a
you
lot
added
of
two more.
transmission services yet.
So you adding two more
I've gotten some.
oil things?
I've done at least 3 customer transmission services, yes. Maybe more, but at least 3. And then some on my own cars too. Transmission services don't need to be carried out very often, you know.
I need to know how much those axles are gonna cost me, bro.
You need front axles.
Yeah,
What are clicking?
they're not clicking. I'm just saying, you know, the joints. Remember you said it was leaking oil from that shit.
Yeah, the front CV joint.
The front CV joint. So I need to get 2 of those things.
Yep. I think it was only leaking on one side, but it's still.
I thought you said it was leaking on both sides.
No, as far as the CV joint, it was one side, but then you also had a transmission leak, slight leak. It was like something else on the other side, but not that part.
Okay.
Yeah.
But I still need
It was
both
the
those
driver's
things.
side. It was definitely the driver's side for the CV.
Yeah.
Constant velocity joint.
I need to get a new one of those. How much you think they'll run me? Maybe like $400, $200, $100, $50.
I have no idea. Heater core, which is the smaller radiator, you're verifying that the coolant is able to flow completely through the hose, from the radiator, through the hoses, all the way through the engine block, and actually into the smaller radiator and back through the engine and through everywhere else and back. You're verifying that the coolant is fully flowing through the system completely.
So what I do is I fill coolant right here, and I open up this tab right over here,
It's called a bleeder screw.
bleeder screw,
Yeah.
and it should be flowing, it should be flowing purely and with no bubbles in it
Right.
for a
After
few
you open
seconds.
it, you keep pouring coolant in here
Okay.
to make it continue to flow out there, and you observe it.
Okay.
Make sure there's no bubbles.
So I'm pouring it in here, and I'm observing this flow out coolant. And once it's flowing out coolant to the exact amount
No bubbles.
with no bubbles, then I cap that off,
Yeah, so it's-
and I continue to pour radiator fluid in here
yeah, a little bit more to make sure it's full.
to make sure it's full. Then I cut on the heater and wait till it's blows out hot air consistently, because the heater uses the radiator fluid that transferred to the back of the firewall, which transferred to another radiator that's smaller, and then
there's a fan that blows air, the hot air from that smaller radiator into your cabin to warm you up.
yeah. Okay, cool.
Let's get to it.
See, this is that bag talk. I'm not trying to brag talk. Getting to this money, niggas never could have said that we lagged off. Offshore accounts.